Hello, my name is David. Welcome to this demonstration on adjusting assets. In this demo, we're going to show you a typical example of making adjustments to a single asset. From the asset landing page, let's review our asset first. So I'm going to go into inquire assets. Remember, you've got the basic search and then you've got the advanced search. And you can also add fields if you think there's any fields missing. But here I've got, or I know the particular asset number. And this is some recently acquired fitness equipment. Well, we thought it was fitness equipment, but perhaps we've decided it's tables and chairs, so it's actually coded to the wrong category. And it might be simple data entry error. It might be simple that we're consolidating perhaps categories within our fixed asset book. Also notice here at the moment that from the category, the depreciation method and the number of years have defaulted in straight line and 5. So let's have a look at the process of making some asset adjustments. So from the task panel, I'm going to select adjust assets. Again, I have to enter the number of the asset in question. Again, I can drill from it from here, but if I highlight that, notice there was 3 things. If it was a CIP, then perhaps coming from project costing, then transaction source lines would be highlighted, but I've got 2 of the 3 buttons: change financial details, change categories. So if I change categories, we can just put some comments in, say demo. And I'm going to be very limited probably to the categories I've got here, but let's also say it's something to do with equipment. Let's see what combination we've got left. So I've got equipment office to be able to convert that to, and I submit. And that's in terms of the job done there. So let's take a look at the outcome. So let's go back and inquire on that particular fixed asset. And what I can see is already that we've got equipment office, not equipment fitness. And I can confirm that really by looking at the transactions. You'll see we've got the original 2 when we added the asset. Now we've got this in terms of asset adjustment recorded, reclassification. And on the view accounting look, that shows me there's been a movement between our 2 or our GL account codes, if you like. So it's moved from machinery and equipment to equipment office code. So you see, and that has happened because I've got the create accounting for assets running regularly in the background in this environment. Notice one thing that it hasn't done though, and it's not designed to do that, is it hasn't changed the depreciation method or life in years. If you wanted that, then you'll have to do a different adjustment. And let's just try out that different adjustment. So again, back to adjust transactions, find the asset I'm interested in. And this time I'm going to change financial details. So obviously in bold is what I can change, and let's say again DB demo of changing some of the financial transactions on this asset. So I could change the cost, I could change the salvage value from a percentage perhaps to an amount. I can change, let's leave it as, let's just change the depreciation. We think this particular equipment's only going to last 3 rather than the 5 years. And because I've started to make changes, I could say I want those adjustment changes spread out of the life of the asset, not as an adjustment in one period. So I'm going to amortize the change, and let's perhaps put, we've got a salvage value of an amount, as we reckon there'll only be salvage value of 250. Again, I'm going to submit that. Okay, so let's just review those financial adjustments. I've called back the asset. Notice now down the bottom that the depreciation method is still straight line, but it's now 3 years. If we look at the transaction, you'll see we had the original add-in, the reclassification I showed initially in the demo. We've then done this financial adjustment, and the amortization changes start from the 30th of the 6th, so that's the last day of the current month in this period. And you'll see in terms of the adjustment down the bottom what's happened in terms of that we've added that particular salvage value, as well as reduce the expected life in months of this asset. Now, why we would have done that was an individual asset. If you've got hundreds of these to do, notice there is the option to do a mass in terms of change. So you can make various you make your various filters and you can perform a mass change to change the categories and the depreciation rules over a large number of assets. So thanks for watching this short demonstration. Please have a look at the other videos in